So, on health, aside from economic stability, I believe health is the second biggest piece that's being negatively impacted by lack of affordable housing. Just because without having, the ability to pay for health care, there's a lot of budget trade-offs and a lot of health issues and needs aren't being taken care of because families can't afford it. And also the high-stress environments. Like I said on education, people don't do well in high-stress environments. So a research study done says children in unstable housing situations are less likely to get the food they need to live healthy lives, and they may experience poor health, lower than healthy weight, and higher developmental issues, mental health issues, physical issues, and not just with children, also adults. So this is, a grave issue, mainly because of not having the ability to pay for it. As I said, they're making budget trade-offs, so they gotta pick, what needs to go. And fortunately, healthcare is one of the options that a lot of families don't pay for because they don't see it as an issue. Like, unless it's in a grave emergency, they don't see the need to pay for healthcare. And this can be an issue for children and the adults. It's sad. Another part of health being affected is mental health. A lot of mental health issues are developed, especially in homelessness and lack of affordable housing. Individuals and families, some studies done that there's more mental health issues in this group than others, mainly because, high stress environment, like I stated before. So that's just some of the issues related around health. I found tons and tons of research and studies about this. It's almost overwhelming. I couldn't figure out what I should be including, but so I did found some numbers. So 28% or minus 28% are at lower risk of being seriously underweight in children, and minus 19% are at lower risk of being food insecure. A lot of children aren't getting the nutrition and food they need because their parents can't afford it. Same with, routine vaccines, checkups, etc. They're more likely to experience health conditions and that go unnoticed because they're not being checked up on. I created this kind of little chart, as you guys can see, basically that says homelessness, high housing costs relative to income, poor housing quality, overcrowding, and multiple moves. All of this can lead to these health risks. So health risks for children include general poor health, low weight, developmental, I'm sorry, I cannot say that word. Developmental delays, increased lifetime risk of depression. Health risks for adults include reduced access to care, postponing needed health care, postponing needed medications, mental distress, difficulty sleeping, and incidents of depression. The list went on. It's really hard to include, but as you know, I hope you can get the big picture that health is being negatively affected by lack of affordable housing, and it needs to be addressed now. Alright, and so I'll move on to my last slide.